Current, Darren McBain.
Halfway through the first season, on their way to a game in Regina, the Broncos bus skidded off the road and overturned in the ditch only 5 miles outside of Swift Current. In the accident, the Broncos lost 4 players.
We always had that tragic loss back in our minds, so it was pretty tough for the first while, but after a while, we got, pretty used to playing again, and we just came out and worked hard.
The Frontier City Stampede, like a lot of other rodeos, started their performances off with the wild horse race. Sometimes the competitors get a little beat up.
Ed Broadbent is the first national leader to get a first-hand look at the drought-stricken prairie. He wants the federal government to come up with a long-term disaster fund that will kick in automatically, as was promised by the Mulrooney Conservatives. Broadbent met with and listened to farmers.
So you're faced with some awful tough decisions about what do you do with the crop. You don't work it all down because with the wind blowing for the next 10 months, the field will all be in Manitoba.
Their needs are pressing. They have to act one way or the other, and very soon, and the government should come through.
The bylaw was brought in Monday on April the 18th, limiting the use of portable signs to 90 days. Spar Group has taken Western Canada over by storm. Currently, it boasts state-of-the-art manufacturing techniques, complete with a carousel with the aid of computer ordering.
We pick up the action bottom of the second inning, game tied at 1. Harv Martinez knocks a grounder to left field to score Doug Judish from second.
What sort of equipment are we looking at now for the various measurements on temperature?
Well, it's very standard here. It's the Atmospheric Environment Service set us up with a Stevenson screen.
But Docks Village doesn't just consist of a farmhouse. A church and blacksmith shops are also part of it. In fact, school will be in during Frontier Days, as the classroom will be the site of spelling bees.
The new building will open January 1st, 1989. The CAA has been operating in Swift Current since about 1950, but has been looking for a new location for some time.
The city of Swift Current is saying no to restoring the 2nd Avenue pool.
I'm really glad that they're not going to do anything to the pool till 1989. That still gives us a chance to maybe bring the pool back, have the pool repaired.
Thousands showed up early to save themselves a good seat for the first ever royal visit in Swift Current. Many survived the heat in the hopes of getting a glimpse or an opportunity to talk to the couple.
The royal couple stopped to talk to you. What would you say to them?
I suppose we would ask about their daughter, Beatrice. Since we've got 3 girls, we're interested in babies.
I guess I'd say I hope they were enjoying Canada and our 75th anniversary party here in Swift Current.
Their presentations as well as their walkabout took all of 25 minutes, but they were able to speak with a few people.
Was it everything you expected? Was it worth the wait in this heat?
Oh, yeah.
A number of people turned out to see the 1940 Dodge fire truck presented to the Swift Current Fire Department. The father and son team of Chris and Neil Puckett completely restored the vehicle and presented it this afternoon. The department in turn dedicated the vehicle to the memory of Lieutenant Hank Lupke. He worked for the department for 30 years. He passed away in 1986 due to cancer.
It is a typical Swift Current morning. The sun is rising in the east. The birds are chirping, greeting the morn. And the Via Transcontinental passenger train is nowhere in sight. The train should have rolled into town 45 minutes ago, but it really doesn't matter. There isn't anyone in the Via waiting room. No one is getting on the train in Swift Current this morning.
The Broncos had won, and it was into the final game. The championship final was a very exciting contest, with the teams tied at 3 after regulation time. Into sudden death overtime, the teams went. There was a possibility of scoring at both ends of the rink, but then it all came down to this.
It's a tremendous feeling for me. It's probably one of the last games I was going to play in a Swift Current Bronco uniform, and the things that I went through in 3 years, everything was just going through my mind, and it was just a great feeling knowing that I can finish my junior career with the Swift Current Broncos in that style.
The Broncos had won the biggest honor in Canadian junior hockey, the Memorial Cup, and it was going to Swift Current, a place where on Saturday, May 13th, 1989, dreams became reality for those who just 3.5 years previous never even had a team.